All right, we on the phone, man, live with Ace Capone, man. Go ahead.
What's up, man?
Oh, speak to the people. Let them know where you calling in from and all that.
Oh, man, it's Ace Capone calling in from Philadelphia, FDC, Philly, Federal Building, man, 7th Street.
Where? So people ain't heard from you in a while, man. Tell the people exactly how long you been away and all that.
Man, I've been away since 2005, man.
2005.
12.
Where?
12 years, man. I've been away, man.
Where? So
I'm
now,
waiting to get back to this building.
right. So you told me that you down here at the federal joint in Philly because you currently appealing your conviction.
This call is from a federal prison.
Yeah, tell them about you.
Yeah, I'm currently I'm back on 2255. That's 2255 is a motion to vacate, set aside, or correct the federal sentence, right? On ineffective citizen counsel. I got like 18 issues, man, and I'm blessed, man. I've been waiting to get back to this building for like the last 6 years. 2014, I won my first appeal. I had life plus 55. 2014, I got the 55 years, took off. That got vacated. So I currently got life. I was waiting. I thought I would come back then in January 2014, but they resentenced me through the mail, and I got life plus 5. So they took the 50 years off, but I got life plus 5 because my lawyer couldn't touch the other relevant issues that I had because he missed them, prior to trial. So I had to wait all these years to raise them against him, ineffective assistant counsel, against my trial lawyer. But I've been here since December. I just got here at my co-defendant. I'm not here by myself neither. My co-defendant here too. My co-defendant Jihad, he's from Jersey. So we both here, man. We got conflict of interest issue. I got 18 other issues, but the strongest one is the wiretap error. And inshallah, the remedy for it is a new trial. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm currently waiting on, unless, we can resolve the case and way of plea, which that's been pretty much the remedy they've been doing for most of my co-defendants that came back, because I got a couple co-defendants, a few that already been back on appeal before me. They brought me back last. They brought Nino. Shout outs to him. He was successful on his appeal, same appeal, 2055, had life sentence. Came here. They resolved it in the plea. They brought his to 11 years. He went right out. He went home. So shout outs to him. My other co-defendant, Dante, same thing. He came back. Got rhythm on a bill. He got 10 years. He left out of here. So there's 3 of us left, man. Me, my man Tim Gotti. Shout outs to him. He on his way here too for evidentiary hearing. And like I said, me and Jihad here. We in the building. Jihad been here a year. And I've been here since December, so we're just waiting for this case to resolve itself, man. Inshallah, I ask all the Muslims to keep me in their du'as, man. And I'm blessed, man. I'm in a good position, man. I'm just trying to put this thing behind me. You know what I mean?
Where? Well, let's take them back a little bit from the beginning, man. A lot of your story is definitely documented. The case was all through the media, newspapers. A lot of people covered the case and stuff like that. So let's just talk a little bit about the history of your story. So let's start from the beginning. It said in one of the reports that you was abandoned when you was 12 years old and all that. So you kind of grew up on your own for the most part. So give them that rundown, like how that was for you.
Well, what it is, my mom, I love my mother, so I don't want to talk bad about it, but, I'm just speak about the facts. My family know what it was. My mom had me when she was 16, man. She was a young mother. So, I had 4 brothers, all boys my mom had, so she had, 4 kids by 3 different men. And she did it on her own, man. She tried to do it on her own for a long time. And, it's hard. Life is hard, man. We don't realize until we get older. Life is hard. And when I was about 12 or 13, she decided she got a break. She sent us to my grandfather's that summer. I remember it clear. She sent us to my grandfather's for the summer. And she never came back and got us. We went down to West Virginia for the summer. And she never came back and got us. So my grandpa, brought us back. My mom ain't opened the door. So I went around back and I came to the back door. She was in there, man, and she was in the living room, mad, arguing on the phone with one of my family members. You know what I mean? And I heard her say, y'all, I don't want them. Y'all take them. You know what I mean? Or they going to a group home, or give us to the state or whatever. And she gave up on us, man. She decided she didn't want to be a mother no more. And after that, I got passed around. My pop. I went to my pop. We went to my pops. We got split up. Me and my brother. My 11-year-old brother, he was a year under me. We got the same father. We went with my father on Northern Ave, Mount Pascal. And my father, he never really been a part of my life because he got drug problems and all that. And I love my pop too, but poor parents are mistakes, man. My parents. I don't blame them for my issues, but the fact is, I really ain't start getting in trouble until after that. You know what I mean? Because I was really rebellious and mad and angry. You know what I mean? When my mom gave up on us, I felt like, dang. I was mad at it because I never forget my 11-year-old brother and my 9-year-old brother in the room fighting, blaming each other. It's your fault, Mommy don't want us. It's your fault. And he's fighting. And I'm mad, you know what I'm saying? And then we just had to take it, you know what I mean? And, we got split up. And eventually I went out Derby with my grandma. And my aunt came and got me from my dad because that wasn't a good situation for us. You know what I mean? With his problems and his troubles. And my aunt picked us up one day. We spent the night over her house out Derby on 10th Street. She said, y'all want to live with us? And, I'm like, man, heck yeah. She had color TV, you know what I mean? Nintendo, nice bar, so we lived with her for a while. Then she eventually got married and moved to Virginia. But, she didn't take us with us neither, you know what I mean? So she pushed us across the street with my grandma. And I understand with her, too. She was a young mother. She only had one kid. And, it was hard for her to take us home, you know what I'm saying? To take her sister's responsibility. So, we want my grandma. My grandma was older, man. So, my grandma, I love her, man. She rests in peace, Pauline Coles. My grandma took us in, you know what I'm saying? And, I lived on the block out there, out Derby, man, on 10th Street, where right on the corner, 5, 6 houses up the street, where, everything is going down, man. So, I started, being influenced by, what was around me, man, my environment, man. That's when I started getting in trouble, man. Rebellious and just doing what I wanted to do. I had a no-care attitude towards life. I felt like ain't nobody want us. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? And, that basically was the start of my problems with that. But like I said, man, I don't want my family to, me and my mom, I love my mom, man, and I'm not angry, upset with her. We all make mistakes, but my story go a little deep. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, fast forwarding a little bit, because a lot of our audience and a lot of the Philly hip-hop community remember you from your whole takedown situation. So, give them the rundown, like how you and Tim meet. How did y'all actually form that situation? What was the rundown on that?
Well, what it was is Takedown Records, man. My brother used to be with Corrupt and them, and he was like a singer. My brother Mikhail, and me and him one day just was talking. I was like, "Dang, you always passing out flyers for them and all that, promoting their stuff. What's up with your stuff?" And he was like, "Man, he always really bases on the shelf because people don't understand the music industry. It's all about time. It's all about your turn when your turn comes." So I asked him. I said, "Man, how much money you just think to start a label?" And he was like, "Man, you should do it. You know what I mean? You got the money to do it. Let's start a label." And I mean, so what I did was I went around and started grabbing all the young hot artists. You know what I mean? From the area. You know what I'm saying? I had Bugsy, Nino Brown, Reed Dollars, the Young Assassins, Caution. I had Philly Swain and folks. I went around just grabbed all the little young talent in the area, man. And I rented some studio time down South Philly at Mike Forte's studio. And I basically just throw them in the booth one day.
This call is from a federal prison.
And these little niggas rap for like 4 or 5 hours, man. They crushing. I was like, man, I'm gonna sign them all, man. We gonna start a label. And I started the label, man. Takedown Records was really, I used to be in the dog fighting world, you know what I'm saying? And I just took the name from that, Takedown Records, you know what I'm saying? And started a label, man. You know what I'm saying? I started a label, man. Then I brought Tim in. Tim from Southwest too, so that's my man. So I brought him in as a partner on a label, and we just took it from there, man. Started trying to tap into the music industry.
Weird. So now, like, comparing that to like the Cash Money situation, because a lot of people knew you more as the face, and Tim was more like the background. So you would more like Baby, and Tim would be more like Slim. Was that like designed that way? Like, was that his personality? Like, yo, I'ma just be in the background and all that, like.
Nah, that's just us, man. We just, Tim is Tim, and I'm Ace. I mean, Tim don't mind sitting in the studio and, playing with the engineering and all that. And then, me, I used to throw the parties. The one thing that people, the youngest probably don't know about me, I was club boy when I was home. I did all the parties, you know what I'm saying? After full parties, concerts. So I'm always in the club and always in the party scene because that's what I do. I'm getting money while I'm partying at the same time. So, I mean, and Tim, he's come out once in a while, but he more stay in the studio. But with design that way, that's just our natural characteristics. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Weird. And yeah, speaking on the party situation, because you definitely, had a wave doing that. That was at a different type of era, where, the economy was different. So a lot of people was spending money. Like, them parties used to do numbers and all that. And if I ain't mistaken, did you ever do a concert and had Jay-Z there?
Yeah, I did a concert now at the Spectrum back in, I think, 01 or 02. And I had Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, Lil Mo, Fabulous, Eclipse, the whole State Property, Freeway, all of them, TD Crown, all of them. We had a big concert, man. All my artists, they opened up for the concert. Who else was there? Cameron. I had a big, called it the Spring Hip Hop Explosion.
Alright, so y'all was doing y'all thing with the takedown situation and all that. You signed the artist. Y'all had the office, y'all had the studio and all of that. And then at some point in time, the guy, Barry Michael Cooper, the actual screenwriter from the New Jack City movie with Wesley Snipes and all that, y'all actually connected and ended up doing shooting a pilot for a reality show that's supposed to come out. This was way before the reality show wave really took off the way it did. Y'all was like early on it. So speak about that situation, how that all came together and all that.
Yeah, so what happened was that was like in 01, 02. Like you said, before the reality show scene took off, me and Barry, we got the same entertainment lawyer, Joe Marone. So what happened was, Barry, I was familiar with him from, like you said, the movie New Jack City. He wrote that. He wrote Above the Rim, the movie with Tupac. He also wrote Sugar Hill, another movie with Wesley Snipes. So anyway, I was a fan of his work. He wrote some classics. You know what I'm saying? Classic movie, classic material. And they approached me about an idea they had with the reality show, which was going to be based on basically me and my label. You know what I mean? Me and Tim, Takedown Records, and my artists as well. You know what I'm saying? And it was basically going to cover an independent label. So we was independent, you know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing on our own and reaching out. Eventually, we was trying to reach out, and get a major deal. Just like you spoke about Cash Money. That's the only goal I had as to them. I respect their whole movement, you know what I'm saying? Cash Money. I respect the Master P movement. So I was trying to start my own situation movement and get a label deal eventually for me and my team. You know what I'm saying? And we linked up with Barry, man. We did that, and it was yellow lighted. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, they didn't go through with it. UPN, you know what I'm saying? They did it at the last minute. I forget the name. It was another show out on UPN, a hip hop based show, and theirs didn't do so well. And then, they decided to go off of ours. I guess they said it was too real or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that somebody did throw a monkey wrench in it at the end of the day. It didn't go all the way through. Yep.
Word. And then it's crazy because did y'all do y'all New Jack City movie before that or after that?
Well, I did my own New Jack City after that. What happened with that was my man Jamal Hill. Y'all might know him. He shot his movie Streets, the movie with Meek Mill. That's his joint. I mean, my man.
He did
my
a
man
couple
Jamal,
jumps.
right?
Yeah, he did a couple.
Yeah, Jamal did a couple jumps. Exactly.
He
That's
popping
my
right
man.
now.
That's a
Yeah.
child. Yeah, he popping. That's a childhood friend of mine, and that was my barber too. And I remember when he was in film school before all this took place. And I went in the barbershop one day. He's shooting. They showing a video that he had shot. And I'm looking at the video and I was impressed. You know, he was in film school. I was like, damn, that joint alright. You did that? He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn, how much that cost? Dude, you know, it only cost dude. He only charged dude. He's in film school, so only charged dude like, you know, $3,000 or whatever to do that video. So I'm like, dang. I said, damn, what you could do? I give you like 10, 15 grand. He's like, man, you give me 10 grand. I shoot a movie. So I said, well, man, we gonna do a movie then. You know what I mean? And then me and Maul hooked up. And me and Jamal Hill, that's, you know, we shot New Jack City. Me and Tim basically wanted to do all the hood classics over. And I got the idea basically from Jay-Z, you know what I mean, when they did Streets is Watching You. I don't know if y'all, you know, the young probably don't remember that joint. If they need to see it, but it was like a video. It's like it's not a movie, but it's like acting then going to a movie, acting and going to the movie. You know what I'm saying? So, I said, let's do New Jack City like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna promote our artists and put them on the screen, and we gonna put them out. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna do all the hood classes over. We started with New Jack City, and we was doing Menace. We was gonna do Boys in the Hood, and we was gonna do all of them, even the Warriors. We was doing every hood classic over in the musical sense and showcase my artists. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
That's how that came about.
And then on top of the movie part with the music, y'all had, you know, an epic.
This call is from a federal prison.
Y'all had an epic classic battle. I mean, a whole day of battle and a whole bunch of battles. Like, this was early before people in Philly was really doing that. Like, y'all was one of the first people that actually put out an actual project where a bunch of rappers in the city battle, and it was actually y'all team versus Freeway and his team. So speak a little bit about that situation.
What happened with that, right? And yeah, shout out to them. That was Ice City. I remember that too. Hollow Man. Shout out to Hollow Man and B-Ness. And yeah, man. What happened with that was my man Core from North Philly. Core had called me and he wanted me to hear Hollow Man. He was like, man, I got this boy Hollow Man. You want to hear him? We need to grab him. So, you know, I was interested in Hollow Man. I mean, shout out to him. He was loyal to his squad too, man. He wanted his whole team. I was interested in him, but we wanted to hear him, man. We went up there of North Philly, and I want to hear him. I said, we're gonna bring him, man. And we did an Ice City, you know, free. You know, this was you know, little competition. It wasn't no. It really ain't started out with like a let's battle us against y'all. This was a little friendly competition, man. But we went up, man. And you know me, I said, you know what, let's film it. You know what I'm saying? When my mom pulled out the camcorder, we literally taped that with a camcorder, and it turned out so hot. You know what I mean? I was like, man, we putting this bonus footage on the back of the DVD of the New Jack City joint. You know what I mean? So that's how we got that footage. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
It panned out like that way.
And speak.
Classic battle right there too.
Right. And speak on the impact of the DVD, because that, you know, from a personal standpoint, you know, I'm cool with Hollow, like, that's my folks. So I seen how when that DVD came out, how it elevated his buzz and his notoriety. So speak on the impact from your perspective, like when the DVD came out, like how big was it? What was the response from your end?
Man, the response was crazy because one of the things we did when I shot that New Jack City joint, I shot it over the course of 2 weekends. So it took us 6 days to shoot. 2 weekends we shot it in. And when I shot it, I strategically said, you know what? We're going to shoot it in the hood. We're going to shoot it in the hood. I mean, I wanted to shoot that movie in all the areas where we from. We went up North Philly. We went in Southwest, West Philly. We went all over down the bottom. We went everywhere in Philly and shot scenes of that movie. And we put regular people in the movie. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go out and get big, huge stars. We just shot with the people, man. We shot regular people and my artists, you know what I'm saying? And that right there alone triggered a buzz, you know what I'm saying? It triggered a crazy buzz because people knew we were shooting the movie, people knew they was in the movie. So by the time the project was finished and I put it out, the impact was it wowed me. I was like, wow, we did it, you feel what I'm saying? And you know, the impact, man, we getting calls from all over the world, man. Dudes from Detroit, you know what I mean, for Eminem and them calling me, trying to get us to come to Detroit to battle them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, y'all come to Philly, man. We ain't coming up there, man. Y'all come to Philly. You know what I'm saying? This was funny little competition. You know what I mean? That was going on though. But we got a lot of attention, man, off that DVD. Was a good movement. We even had a company out of Japan, man, that was buying them joints like 500 at a time. They was buying them in bulk from me. You know what I'm saying? Selling them joints overseas. So we got a nice feedback off of that project, man. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah, it was wild.
Word.
It was wild.
And now moving forward, fast forward past that, what kind of led you in the situation you in now? During the indictment, they actually tried to use this movie and stuff. Well, they actually did use this movie to try to use it as a tool to convict you. So, can you speak a little bit on that? Like moving forward to that, like what led the situation to get you to the situation we're in now? Like, give people that kind of rundown.
That, you know, man, I gotta charge it to it. It's just foolish, man. One of the things that I did with the movie, right? I don't know if you ever can relate to this. I'm sure you can. When we see movies, we normally see movies when they had the drugs and they selling all these kilos and stuff. That's like New Jack City, the real one, for instance, when Wesley Snipes sold the drugs. And then when you see him selling the drugs in a suitcase, it was a suitcase full of cocaine that looked like sugar. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the things that annoyed me every time I watch a movie. That be like, Dad, I ain't know that. Coke don't look like that, man. So when I shot my joint, I made it my business to try to make it raw and gritty, to make it look as real as possible. So when I did my movie, I was like, man, bricks look like bricks, man. They shine. They look like fish scale. They look like this. So I went out and I brought, you know, the fake fish scale to make it look like appearance it was really cold. You know what I'm saying? And everything we did in the movie, we tried to make it appear as if it was real, man. And the people, man, rumors and gossip is just ridiculous sometimes. You know what I mean? You know, people got to talking like, you know, man, they put real coke on the movie, and man, we ain't putting no real coke in the movie, man. It was soap, man. Cutting up soap. You know what I'm saying? We cutting up dolls of ivory. You feel what I'm saying? Just like in the movies, you see girls bagging up work, and in the movie you always see them butt naked with titties and out and all that. We ain't do that, man. Dudes don't, and the other people ain't doing that, man. So we try to bring it real, how niggas be at the table, how niggas do it this way. You feel what I'm saying? We just brought the raw and realness to the film, man, and it just got blown out of proportion, man, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, they tried to use it as because it's me. You know what I mean? You know, Ace can't do it. Ace too real to do it. You know what I mean?
This call is from a federal prison.
Wesley Snipes can do it and get away with it. Ace, he too real. He can't do this because, you know, I got a record and a reputation for being, you know, a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just got blown out of portion with that, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, alhamdulillah, the judge didn't let that in. My lawyer actually put that in on himself on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But he put the wrong movie on. He's supposed to put the other movie on, you know what I mean? That's a whole nother topic, discussion.
Word. So yeah, give people the rundown, like what was it like, you know, when the situation first came down and they first tried, like give them that rundown on how you got into the situation you in now. I know you trying to appeal right now, but give them the rundown on how this whole situation came down from your perspective.
What you mean, how the case started?
Like, yeah, how they, like them coming to charge you and lock you up and convict you and all of that, like.
Well, apparently I've been on investigation for, 7 years, from 98. My indictment is from 98 to 2005, first and foremost. So I'm actually serving, I want the people to understand that I'm serving a life sentence plus 5 years right now for when I was 24 years old to 31 years old. You know what I mean? And today I'm 43. I'm 43 today. I'm going on 44. But you know, basically, man, they investigated me, man, and in 2005 they raided me and locked me up. You know what I mean? On a gun charge at first, but I got superseded about 4 or 5 times. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't want to go. You know, time is everything. But as far as the case, man, being so, even though I'm very, inshallah, resolve it and wrap this thing up. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is that I might be getting a new trial. You know what I mean? That's really the remedy. But the case so old, you know, I don't think they want to move forward to a new trial. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to them to resolve this deal like they did my last Codys that came through here. So please get into that, man. I think it's wrapped up with this case, and you know what I mean, as far as them type of conversations.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Where. I want you to speak on this too, because I don't know if you ever talked about this before, but you actually broke down in the courtroom when they gave you the convictions. Like, so what was going on in your mind that made you cause you to get that reaction at the time?
Well, what it was this, right? You know, and everything, it seemed like everything for me was hard, right? So it took a lot out of me, man. I was exhausted, man, and when the prosecutor was talking, man, he felt like I deserved a life sentence, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't feeling that, you know what I'm saying? I don't think no man deserves a life sentence, man, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from our circumstances. I was a young kid, I was misguided, I was rebellious, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not making excuses for any of my conduct that I did. I'm just giving an explanation as to, you know, what happens when we indulge in certain things all our life, you know what I'm saying? When we're young and misguided, we don't even know a lot of things we done is wrong. We don't identify it as wrong. We be identifying it right. So there's danger in that, you feel what I'm saying? And then when I get to look at everything in totality, I just was exhausted, man, and burnt out and just mad, upset with myself, disappointed, you know what I'm saying? Mad at the system. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons, like I was explaining before we got cut off last time, is when I first came in here, when I first came to FDC, one of the guys that I didn't know this guy, I met him here. He's a good friend of mine now, I'm glad, because I've been down with him now. He was at the jail Big Sandy with me. But I got to FDC, you know, a brother by the name of Abdul Malik, he was in the shower. So when I get on the block, you know, everybody like, damn, they go to boy Ace, he in. You know, they show me love, you know what I mean? So he's in the shower, he's like, damn, that's Diggle Ace. Hey, man, we just was, oh, man, Assalamu alaikum. I'm like, what's going on? So he got out the
This call is from a federal prison.
Muslims treated me good. They gave me, you know, a little care package, shower shoes, deodorant, soap, things you need when you first come in the door. And he told me, you know, he said, man, we just was watching, you know, the new Jack City Joan, and right before our situation, and they was locked up for I can't recall if it was a bank robbery or some type of hobbs, whatever they was locked up for. But when he told me he was watching my movie New Jack City right before they did it, and they like hyped them up and put a battery in their back to go do what they did, I remember in my mind like, that ain't what I shot the movie for. You know what I'm saying? And by the time when I fast forward and by the time I get sentenced, because at the end of the day, that brother got like 30 years. You know what I mean? For a mistake. You know what I mean? That he made. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, not understanding these federal laws. You know what I mean? And guys only understanding these federal laws carry a whole lot of time, man. It ain't like upstate, man. You facing 11 and a half, 23, or 2 to 4. You come over here, these numbers is football numbers over here, man. You starting double digits, mandatory. You feel what I'm saying? If you got a little record, you getting a mandatory life sentence. You know what I'm saying? And that don't become a reality until you get on this side of the field. You know what I'm saying? So now in hindsight, you know, I looked at all of that, man, and that's why I consciously now, I will never do another project that only promotes negative stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Any project I do now from this day forward is going to always have a positive message. It's always going to have a lesson to be learned, whether it's a hard lesson. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lesson to be learned. It's going to have a powerful impact, not just promoting negativity. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do something with all negative, it's easy to be blown out of proportion, man. So it just was a totality of things. You know what I'm saying? My kids was in the courtroom, and the reality hit me that I got a life sentence, Cause I'm gonna get handed life plus 55 years, and my kids is in the courtroom. You know, mind you, at that time, when I left, my kids was 12. My oldest son was like 11 or 12. My daughter was 11, and I had a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old. They was all kids, man. And my kids is in this courtroom wanting their dad to come home, and I had to look at them and apologize to them. You know what I'm saying? And when I just looked at my family in the back support, you know what I mean? You know, it cut into me. You know what I'm saying? Cut into me. I had a soft moment where I just had to go. I said, you know what? That's enough. No matter what I said at that day, I was getting mandatory life plus 55. So I just chose to just, you know, that's all I got to say. And that was that. But yeah, I mean, it touched me, man. I was touched. I was hurt. Hurt by it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. I'm actually glad it happened, though. I'm glad in a sense where it changed. That was a life-changing experience for me. This whole situation was a life-changing experience for me. You know what I'm saying? And for those who got locked up with me, I'm sure positive. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? And I accept everything that I've done, everything that's happened. You know what I'm saying? It was like an out-of-body experience where I needed to see that. You know what I'm saying? I needed to hear those wiretaps. You know what I mean? Hear how foolish and how ignorant we sound when we just get used to it. It's like we get numb. We talk slang and we cuss so much. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how ignorant we sound, man. When I listen to them wiretaps, man, I literally wanted to put my head under the sand like an ostrich, man. You feel what I'm saying? I was ashamed of myself. You feel what I'm saying? And when I looked at all the lives that got hurt behind it, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that people were just bad people. We just unfortunate, and these are the circumstances. You know what I mean? People don't understand the circumstances and the repercussions that come from the image that you present. You know what I mean? And from that day forward, man, I just realized, man, you know, I know people's looking. I know law is looking first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? And I know those that love me is looking at me and watching me. So I never want to lead them down the path of destruction or hard obstacles like I had to endure. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I just always try to now be in a positive light, man. I'll never do a project, man, that just promotes negativity, man. I don't want to be involved with it, and no point, no circumstance whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, so you've been down for a nice little minute, like you said, 12 years, man. Speak on like your experience being in there, and what's something you can share for the youth that you can see some of yourself in that might be on the path to where you at. Like, what's some of your experience, and what's something you can share with them?
Man, my experience is just reality. Is, man, I'm in a place, man. I'm in federal penitentiary, man, where it's actually normal. Life plus 55. I'm around dudes that got 70 life sentences. Dudes that got literally 1,000 months. You know what I'm saying? 100 years, 200 years. These are normal sentences, man. And it's insane. It's incredible to see somebody get that much time. You know what I'm saying? For the crimes they commit. You feel me? And you know, for the young guys out there that's just running around, man, they think they doing. You gotta wake up, man. Because the reality, you gonna regret it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to regret it. People say they have no regrets. You're going to regret it. You're going to wish you've done differently. And you just got to think before you do stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, it was another young brother that was here, and I was mad because he was 19. You know what I mean? The brother was locked up for robbing, I think, like 7 or 8 Chinese stores, little Chinese supermarkets and stuff. He robbed like 7 of them. He got 924C for each one. That's 5 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, and it keeps going on. So this young nigga went to court 19, and he pled out to the crime. You know what I'm saying? He pled out to the crime. He did them. But I was like, damn, he just got 100 or something years for a robbery that you only got $1,500, $500 each one of these Jones. It ain't worth it, man. When you can go and work and make that type of money, man, honest, you know what I'm saying, honest living, instead of ruining your life, man. So that's one of the things I want to do when I get home, actually, is I want to be a mentor and a motivational speaker to the troubled youth, man, because I want to stop the young brothers before they ruin their life, man. I care about not only my kids, I care about your kids and my neighbor's kids and the community as a whole, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of my drives and goals that I want to do, man. I want to come home, man, inshallah, and I want to be a role model to the troubled youth, man, and prevent them from ruining their life, man, because it's so easy to do. We don't have no role models out there. We got them out there, but we a lot of us are so tough and so misguided. We only want to hear it from the thugs. This who we look up to, the thugs and the real niggas, the hustlers, and this is what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get caught. It's very influential, man. And those same guys, we got a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the guys they try to emulate. We done changed. We done got wise. We done grew up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a responsibility now for us to speak out to the youth, man, and straighten them out and give them some advice before they ruin their life and give them the real effect of it. Because they used to only seeing the alarming of it. They don't see the repercussions.
This call is from a federal prison.
I'm actually blessed. A lot of guys in my position is dead. You know what I'm saying? Or in jail and past all the appeal parts. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on appeal and blessed enough with issues strong enough to get relief. You know what I'm saying? And my situation humbled me, man. So that's what I would say to the youth, man. You ain't gotta go through it to learn from the situation, man. You can learn if you just listen, man. And I think when people give it to them sincerely, they'll take it from you. So I'm going to use that gift that I have because since I've been involved with running groups. I run a Stop the Violence group at Big Sandy. You know what I'm saying? And I run a victim impact group at Big Sandy as well. And I talk to the guys. And I do it for hands-on experience because what I want to do when I go home is, like I said, I want to go to schools like Glen Mills, Lima, Youth Study Center, and I want to talk to these youth, man, whole groups, because they ain't taking it from certain guys. They need guys like me, and it ain't me by myself. I got a rack of brothers around me, man, and this is what we gonna do. We gonna go get our foot and feet dirty. We going to the hoods. We going to the inner cities. We coming. I'm from Philly. We coming to Philly. We going to places like New York, Chicago, all these different places, all these different inner cities, man. We gonna reach out to the troubled youth, man. I got guys from all around the globe, because when you're in the feds, you're around guys from every city, man. And this is what we do at the jail I'm at. And I want to take this same program home, though, where it's more effective and get it to the guys before they even come in. You ain't got to come in with a life sentence or 20 years or 10, 15 years to hear this information, to see this reality. It should be done before they get to that point. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. No, most definitely. So I know you got the book out. On that note, we can get into the book a little bit. Now, I mean, what it's about, is it a life story? Like, give them the rundown on that.
Well, it was inspired, of course, by my life, you know what I'm saying? And I wrote Go Hard. It's actually a trilogy. So part 1 is out now, Go Hard, to take down the Capone. Then you got Go Hard is coming next. I'm still working on that. It's almost finished. And then part 3, of course. But, I mean, it's online, man. I encourage people to go get it, because like I said, I'm bringing the stories with not only a negative reality, I'm bringing the positive. You know what I mean? You gotta look at the overall story, the deter the youth from crime, show them what it's really like. Even if you just a girlfriend, you know what I mean, where you ain't even doing nothing wrong except being in love with somebody that's running the streets. You know what I mean? And you gonna go down too. You feel what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but it's reality. This is what happens. So we gotta make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I wrote the book, man. I wanted to talk to my people the language they speak. I speak the language they speak. You know what I'm saying? I come from where they come from. I understand. I get it. And I wanted to put a story out that will be entertaining and have a positive message with it. So I encourage people, man, to go download the book, man. It's an ebook. It's $2.99 on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Go and log on that joint and get it today. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody in jail, get them the book. You know what I mean? And when you go down on the airplane, read the book, man. Airplane, anywhere you sitting down, you sit down and read the book, man, and learn. It's hard lessons, and it's a good story. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also working on another book called Product of My Environment. And what that is, it's called Product of My Environment. Nation for the troubled youth, and a guide for the parents who have them. That's my positive, influential book that I'm going to push, you know what I'm saying, that I'm still writing and working on, you know what I'm saying, and that's I'm putting my heart and soul into that one. It's a passionate, you know what I'm saying, project that I'm doing that I'm going to take with me when I go around to these different cities and trying to explain why the troubled youth, why we go down the path we go down, because I've been one of them myself as well.
Alright, Ace, man, plug your info, man. Let people know where they can reach out to you. Now, I mean, they can touch base with you and all that. Plug your info where they can get at you at.
They can get at me, folks. We got a AT Capone on Facebook, and we got like I said, Go Hard, Take Down Ace Capone. You can go on Amazon and get that, man. And right now, I'm in FDC Philly, man, just waiting, inshallah, get some relief on this pill, inshallah. So I'm just trying to, take it easy, man. That's all. Word. Get to the next phase. Word. But like I said, the one thing I wanted to reiterate on though is another thing I want to do, man. When I get out, man, inshallah, I want to help. I want to help people, man. Like my mom, I love my mom, man. And one of the things I want to do for women, right, is I want to open up like take one of my properties. I got a property in mind that I want to do it with, apartment building on 46th Street, and it's like 5 units. I want to make it like a haven for women with children, single mothers that's just out there, man, and give them a place to live for like a short period of time, 6 months to a year, where they don't have to pay no bills at all. You know what I'm saying? And have my wife going to help them get their credit together. We're going to help them look for a job. You know what I'm saying? Inshallah, they Muslim is going to help her find a husband and get people ahead. You know what I'm saying? So we give them a chance. Because as a man, we supposed to pay all the...
This call is from a federal prison.
The woman shouldn't have to split the bills or had a headache and the worries and stress of having to pay the bills or seeing how the bills are going to get paid, man. And as a man, we supposed to do that, man. And as a Muslim, that's something I always done, man. And this part of doing this bid, that's one of the things that hurt me the most is watching how women out there struggling. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of them winning. Alhamdulillah for the ones that winning, but for the ones that struggling, man, I want to try to help them, man. That's one of the things that I want to do too, because I've been a victim of those circumstances of a woman that's struggling to make ends meet, and she made a decision, and I know she regrets it, and I love my mother, and I'm patching that relationship back up as we speak. You know what I'm saying? I forgive her now. I'm wise enough to understand now, not be rebellious about it. But it's other people in those circumstances, so I want to try to help those children and their mothers so they don't fall victim to the circumstances that I fell victim to. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I'm a product of my environment, man. And for those, we got a chance to change that. That's why I'm writing that book, man. Product of my environment, an explanation for the troubled youth, and a guide for the parents who have. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a curriculum that's a part of the movement that I'm trying to foresee, inshallah.
Yeah.
So like I said, they can reach out to me, man. Everything is Ace Capone and Go Hard, man. It ain't hard to find. Just go right online, man, and punch it up, man. People support the movement. That one project I got out right now is Go Hard. It's on Amazon. Go download the ebook right now. And like I said, if you know somebody in jail, man, order the book. They can print out the book and send it to them. Send it to them, man. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, man.
Word. Yeah, I see you got a lot of love with the book. Like I see people like Freeway supporting Tone Trump. I seen Black and Nobel got it in there. They had Bernard Hopkins take a flick with it. So you got a lot of support with the book and all that, man. So definitely for the people that's listening, and then y'all can go check it out on Amazon and all that. I'm waiting for you. Shout out to your sister Angie. I'm waiting for her to send me my copy and all that. Shout out to her for hooking the situation up and all that.
Hey, I want to shout out him too, man. Shout out to Tone Trump, man. That's my brother, man. I love that boy, man. That's my brother in Islam. And shout out to Bugsy. I heard you last couple weeks ago on the Come Up show, man. I heard it. I love it. I always knew he was. He liked that, man. He always is like that. He didn't get better than me. He's just getting hurt more now. Inshallah, alhamdulillah. So shout out to Bugsy, man. Shout out to Freeway and all them, everybody, man. I miss everybody, man. I'm here, man. For the haters, man. Stop hating, man. Stop hating me, man. I got life sentence, man. I'm just trying to get home, man, and live a simple life, man. Inshallah, man. The people make dua for me, pray for me, man. And not just me. Like I said, I'm here with my co-defendant, Jay from Jersey. Shout out to him and his family. He back here with me in FDC on the pill. And my man Tim Gotti, he on his way. So keep all of us in y'all duos, man. Pray for us, man.
Alright, for sure, man. Alright, man, we signing out, man. Philly F.A.M.E TV, Ace Capone, man. It's exclusive, man. I appreciate this, man, for sure.
I appreciate you, bro. You too, man. You did your homework too, man. I look you moving, man. I respect what you got going on, man. I'ma stay in touch, man. You heard?
For sure, man. For sure, man. Keep your head up, big guy.
Alright, you too, man.
Alright, bro.